Oh, goody. Hi. About me?
Not about you, no, but about ladies.
But, well, man, if I was your father, I'd still be bathing you.
Yeah.
Then, you know what? We're good. Just let it go.
Oh, it's brilliant, that, isn't it? I'm sure it's something off Jimmy Carr, you know. I'm sure he said it.
Yeah, I'll be like him.
Sounds like something he said. I love all that stuff. It's brilliant.
So, hey, Richard, what about these Birmingham bucks? Birmingham's own currency. This is coming. Your own local currency. It'll look like £5 notes, but it'll only be taken in shops in the Birmingham area.
What is this news?
Is
that true?
Yeah. There's been some towns around England have done it now. They had their own local currencies that the local shops use them. So you can use it, buy it as £5, but it's only in the town. Only the shops in the town.
Local currency?
To keep the money, yeah. Local currency, yeah.
Oh, no way. I don't really have an opinion, really. Birmingham can go fuck off, as far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
Tell us how you really feel, Richard.
Yeah. Guys, I've missed you. I've not done anything since the Extra Life stream. How's life?
We've recovered.
Yeah.
Fraser's recovered as well.
Just about. God damn it. I was ill for about 2 weeks.
Yeah, you were, weren't you? Let's keep this in the podcast.
Damn. Yeah, because I really want to tell everyone how sick I've been.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't.
And you've got your Noel Edmonds jumper on tonight, so you're fine.
Noel Edmonds never wore a jumper like this.
You're wearing a jumper? Are you 3?
Oh dear, that's language difficulties
that's fighting
again.
talk, isn't
That's
it?
harsh.
Language difficulties.
Easy up there, cowboy.
You put a baby in a jumper. You don't put an adult in a jumper.
If you come to this country, you'll find out what a jumper is. Christmas jumpers. What do they call? What was a jumper then? What is
Sweater.
Sweater.
For
That's
you.
Sweater.
I'm wearing a sweater. See? Sweater.
That looks more like a cardigan.
Well,
Are there buttons to the front?
It is.
Are there buttons on the front?
There's no damn buttons.
Yeah, but it's not
That's too
completely
complicated.
round. Yeah, so it's a cardigan.
Or a shawl.
A shawl doesn't have arms.
No, it's more cardigan like, oh, you know what? I just moved the camera on Rich. Sorry. Not really. So, yeah. It doesn't... A sweater is the one that just has the little hole for it to go over your head and your little arms go out. This...
Little arms? What am I, a Tyrannosaurus Rex?
Yeah.
I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated.
But I guess what I have is more cardigan-esque.
Oh,
But
dear.
it's really long.
I hope the audio is going out live because this is funny.
We're live and people are listening.
It's not live.
There's 4 people in it, allegedly. Okay, I need to go. Oh, I'm hearing things.
Yeah, I'm hearing me. I hate hearing me. Really
Yeah.
seriously hate my voice. Oh, mute.
That's chat only.
I
Apply.
can't mute myself. If I could mute myself, then
That'd be great.
let's turn it up where I could see. Oh, I see Moo saying hi. And
Okay.
no volume. Always good. But no video, right?
Yeah,
Which means I could
I've got no
totally
video.
go get alcohol.
So when should we get started? Should we start this shit
No,
now?
5
Yeah.
seconds. Let's go get alcohol.
Okay, I'll just cue up the intro music.
Clear my nose.
Here, this is for you, Robin.
Go for that. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
397 episodes. Wow.
Crazy, innit?
Okay. See? Real quick. Quick and easy. But I got smart.
Hot.
I brought the bottle.
Me too. Fridge in the man cave. Yet. So sitting on the floor beside me.
Please don't say jumper. Please. I'm begging.
Jumper. Jumper, jumper, jumper. Jumper, jumper, jumper.
I would like to.
Damn, son, where'd you find
No.
this?
You would not like the jumper. Oh my god, you people are crazy.
Oh, yes.
You know, I told Greg not to do this to me ever again.
What?
Stick
what?
me with you three.
Oh, fuck off.
This is the noisy group, isn't it? It's a noisy crowd. We haven't got the nice sort of well-behaved Kim or Mark.
Have you got that vinyl disc on there, Richard?
Yeah, I've got some music playing in the background just while we're talking.
Oh, all right. I'm ready to go.
You ready to go?
Yeah.
I'll cue up the intro music and I'll let you know when it's finished.
Listen.
Do
These
it.
glasses are reflecting the light. Do it live.
Intro music's playing right now. Like,
Can they?
now.
Shut up and sit down.
Ready now if you want.
Hey, everybody. Good evening, and welcome to episode 397 of the Overseas Connection. This is November the 19th, and it is the year of our Lord 2016. I am your host, Robin Tate, Bongo the Scene in Northern Ireland. And it's cold here, but it's warm inside this podcast. Because tonight, we have some lovely people that really want to be here. Somebody who loves Windows, somebody who loves Noel Edmonds, and somebody who will bath his daughter for as long as it's legal.
Yep.
Tonight, first of all, I've got Nicole in Trumpton. Hi, Nicole. How are you this evening?
In Trumpton? Ugh. I'm good. I'm really good. I was looking up jumpers for...
Yeah, well, we've had just before the podcast started, we had a language barrier that Nicole is wearing.
It's no barrier. It's not a barrier.
Cardigan, I mean, jumpers,
Here,
sweaters.
I'm gonna be nice. That's a jumper for... And they have boy ones.
Yeah.
Well, you can't trust your surveyed internet. You want to go on the free internet of Canada. They will show you how to jump.
No, everything you see on the internet is true, at least these days anyway. So the real world is so crazy.
We need to go to the deep, dark web to look up clothing stuff.
So, as you also hear, we have Fraser in Canada.
Hello.
He's here. And that's Fraser Moores. Hello, Fraser Moores.
Hello, Robin. How are you?
I'm okay, thank you. I've already mentioned it, but I see you're sporting your best Noel Edmonds jumper tonight, and it is.
I am sporting one
fun.
of those jumpers, or as Nicole would like to call it, a sweater, right? It's really one of those sweaters.
A sweater.
I will tell you about that sweater, boy. The thing about this sweater is this is one of those classic sweaters that you get given at Christmas, right? It's really... Women love this sweater, right? But as a bloke, you look at this sweater and you go, I am never wearing this outside of my house. But it's
because it's got this odd collar thing on it, like you're a monk. I could never. It's like, oh.
Yeah, it's a bit...
it's a bit fluffy, ruffly.
Yeah,
ruffle. It's a ruffle
fruity,
neck.
right? You know
It
what I mean?
has a collar. There's nothing wrong with a collar, and that's actually meant to
quite
keep
the
you warmer.
collar.
Yeah, but there's no hook on the front of it for a lead to attach. So the man who's spinning the decks tonight is the wonderful Richard Webster. Hello, Richard.
Good evening, guys. Good evening, listeners. It's been a while. We had a great show last time on the Extra Lives. We streamed the shit out of that for 2 hours. And now we're back. I don't think that was the last show, though, was it? It was the week before.
Mm-hmm.
Time flies when you...
We have recovered since then. Yeah, that was a great show. It was good. It was well put together too, Richard. Nicely, everybody was pulled in, all done our own little stint on it, and
well, to be honest,
good.
We had some production value. Really, my missus gave me a $5 and was like, go nuts. So I put all that money into the stream, and I think it came out well.
Yep. It looks like. Well, I watched the first episode of Top Gear. No, grand tour, and it looks like they spent their whole Amazon budget in the first episode. They really threw money at that thing. So yeah, it was very, very like that Extra Life podcast.
It was. I'll tell you what though, after that first episode of Grand Tour, like you said, I think the other like 8 episodes or whatever, I think they're going to be on Skype. Their budget's probably gone now.
Oh, flip me. They killed people. They had Carol Vorderman lying on the floor for no particular reason whatsoever. Anybody watch it at all? Did you see the new thing? Are you any interest in it, Nicole?
What, in the Grand Tour?
Yeah.
No, because no. Problem is, I think Jeremy Clarkson is a massive bellend.
Yeah.
And I really used to like Top Gear. I used to like Top Gear before it was really, really popular.
Oh, you fucking.
And I used to like Richard Hammond, but Richard Hammond turned into a bit of a bellend somewhere along the line as well. So I don't know.
Yeah, I think the leather jacket. Somewhere along once he got the leather jacket.
He just suddenly started really loving himself. Really did. And I just
the hair.
And Clarkson and I people complain about, I don't know. They give Clarkson too much of a free pass because it's that laddish sort of thing. I don't know.
He has really awful teeth. I was watching last night, and the close-up shots, and I know he smokes and smokes a lot, but there's no reason the man with that money to have yellow teeth like that. They're really, really horrible teeth. So, look, if you're listening, Mr. Clarkson, fucking wise up.
Sort it out.
Get your teeth sorted. Head an Irishman. Yeah.
Go to a dentist.
Go to a dentist. Anyway, do you know what happened to me last night?
Your bed broke.
My
You
bed
got pregnant.
broke. My bed broke. My bed broke last night. It collapsed. It went to a 45-degree angle, and I almost pretty much rolled out of bed onto the floor. It collapsed. After 4 odd years, we moved it from one house to another, and maybe it was quite low, and just collapsed. So Amazon Prime can't beat what we done. This is village life for you. So we went into Dugan's electrical and furniture store in the middle of the village, who always helps us out, and we went down and we picked a lovely sleigh bed thing for Christmas. Sleigh bed. And they had it delivered and built within the hour. Fan-friggin-tastic. Just brilliant. I'm not in it right now. Judith in it. Anyway, it's lovely. So I was in the furniture store, and I was saying,
he can't survive on furniture alone, though, so he's got to do the electrics as well.
We broke the bed last night. It was great. We had a great session last night. And he went, yeah, I've heard that before. What really happened?
Yeah, what really happened? Can you just say earlier what happened to your diet?
Oh, dear. Flip me. More money. More flipping money.
Video games.
Yeah, that's what we do, isn't it? Sorry. So
I'm going to put my hand up here. We've been sending you text messages, Robin. I don't know if you're reading it, but you're pretty Skypey there, my friend. So I'm going to make a suggestion here that you can your video, because you being the host and all, we need you less Skypey.
I'm the host.
Okay.
I'm actually the host. Oh, I get what you mean. The host.
Yeah.
The host. Yeah.
Well,
the face.
Call quality is good. So is it really? Yeah.
I can see the porn on in the reflection of your glasses on the projector there.
Okay, I'll kill my video and see if that helps. If it doesn't help, I'll bring it back on again. Okay.
Sure, we'll let you know.
All right. So, okay. So this is a video game podcast. Sorry for ranting on there a bit. So look, we broadcast as we are right now on twitch.tv/OC podcast at 11 p.m. UK. 3 p.m. West Coast and 6 p.m. East Coast. And generally, it's a mature audience that we podcast for. So hopefully you're semi-mature and you enjoy what we do. So, yeah.
You said semi.
I know.
Semi.
I laughed.
All right. Okay, so look.
Come on, Nick.
Nicole.
We love it.
Yes.
You done Extra Life. Did you go through a flat spot after playing Extra Life? Have you started to play games again?
Oh, I actually kind of mixed it up so that I wouldn't feel that drag. I played card games, actual card games, and then went to a bingo night and played bingo with a. It was like a dirty Santa bingo.
Oh yeah.
And it was not dirty. God.
Dirty.
I'm not a pirate.
Were there lots of old people there with bingo wings?
No. These were ladies, and you had to give. We traded out gag gifts like you would like a white elephant party.
What?
Don't ask. It was fun.
Legs 11.
nonetheless.
Did
we
you
ended
wear
up playing.
a Christmas jumper?
I don't. I'm not 3. I don't wear jumpers. Stop
Too fat.
asking.
2 fat ladies, idiot. Did you do all that? Legs 11.
Maggie's down.
No.
Number 10.
Just the basics, 4 corners, the diagonal, straight across, whatever.
Number 3.
So I mixed it up like that, and then did my Gears of War until
all on its own. Number 1.
Number 1.
Butt ass crack of dawn, and then I passed out.
So, Gears is still floating your boat then, yeah?
Yeah, of course. It's Gears.
Did you really play through the campaign twice already?
Yeah, I'm on the 3rd time.
Wow, she likes
I know.
it.
I need help.
And are the characters as good as Marcus and stuff? I mean, will we be talking about them in years to come, or are the new characters, the younger crew, or are they just a bit forgettable? I mean, who is the star of the show?
JD's the star. That's Marcus's boy, and he's named after Dominic. Dom. That's the D.
Dom.
Yeah, his name is James Dominic. He's named after Dominic.
Ah, so would you say it's something that we should buy?
That's not a fair question for me to answer because I'm biased, and I'll fully admit I'm biased. It's a really good game. It really is. I know a lot of people that are playing it on PC that absolutely find it beautiful, and they love it, and it's a lot of fun. I don't love PC anything. I'm playing it and enjoying it. Hooked up with Freak. I can't remember how to say his name. Anyway, from Lag, and he's been playing with the girls and I on Twitch streaming with us.
Mm-hmm.
And we joined one of those Gears communities, which is a very, very popular place to be, apparently.
Oh, with all the popular kids. Okay, that's good. So you've got Gears, some bingo wings, some jumpering, and some card games.
Duck and Dive 25.
Very good, Fraser. You have missed your vocation, sir. I can see it now, yeah. And you maybe get off with one of the wee old deers. That'd be great, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Your balls popping all up and call coming out. I mean, just wanting to be the one that done the national lottery every week, working your way towards that. Yeah. Richard, what have you been up to?
Holy crap.
To be honest, I wasn't ready to start talking yet, but I will.
No, you weren't.
I'll start talking. I played a new game today. I played Headlander.
Oh, there can only be one.
Yeah, which is brand new, brand spanking new.
What is it?
It's kind of like Shadow Complex, Metroidvania type 2D side-on 3D platformer. Basically, the story makes no sense, but you're basically just a head.
Oh, I've seen this before. Yes.
So you're a head, and you can attach to like robot bodies, and then like you can move around with a robot. There's no jump button, which is weird. It's a platform where you can't jump. It's very strange. But basically, you go from room to room, and there's certain doors that are locked, and you have to become like a red security guard to be able to get through the door, or a yellow security guard to get through the door. And you're just like doing little missions, like in the first level that I'm on now. Actually, the second level, I've got like realign these satellites, and it's just really weird. Like when you're like one of the robots, because you can break off robots' heads and like.
You can be a dog.
Yeah, I'm really not doing it justice. Fucking get out!
This is the professional podcasting at its best.
Wait there.
Right,
so, yeah, I'm really not doing it justice. So let me explain.
Okay.
Let me go back a bit. Okay, so you can attach to robots and then break off your head to fly around you've got like a little jet on your head, and you can like use gravity to pull heads off robots instead of shooting them, because you shoot stuff as well, and then you can control that robot. And there's a bit where you're in like a space station and these civilian robots, and you can do it to them as well. And some of the civilians can dance. If you hold B, you do like a moonwalk, and all this cool music comes on. It's quite funny.
You can dance if you want to.
You can dance if you want. But basically you just go like, there's sort of like parts of the levels where like you can't get through a door, so you have to break off and like with your floaty head go through like the air vents and go around that way and stuff, and you get you've got a map of the level. It's just like really Metroidvania type stuff. Like you got to go back on yourself to like unlock secrets and.
That looks good, actually.
It's by Double Fine, right?
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Is it Adult Swim? They're the publisher, I think they are. I think.
It's funny. The logo reminds me of that old Atari 2600 game. Damn it! What was it called? The weird adventure game in the jungle, swinging through the caves.
Pitfall.
Pitfall. Yeah. It looks like Pitfall. Yeah, it looks very cool. Actually, it looks very lovely stylized. Yeah, you're right.
It's not too bad, you know.
Oh, and that's going to be PC only, but it probably will end up on all the consoles. Anyway.
No, I think it's coming out on the consoles as well. The little trailer on Steam says it's coming out on Xbox One, PS4.
Oh, yeah. I like the idea of the dog. That looks good.
Yeah, and there was one bit where like you can attach yourself to these those hoovers that are just little robots, little trays that go around the house hoovering up for you.
Yeah, I like one of those.
You can attach to one of them.
Roomba.
Yeah, one of them. You can attach to one of them and like go through like their doors. It's a little bit like WALL-E, the movie. There's like
WALL-E.
Yeah, there's like little cleaning robots and like little doors that only they can go in, and like if you attach to one of them, you can go through. But it's really weird because you're just ahead, and in the bit where like the first level you fly off in the spaceship and go to a space station. You know how like R2-D2 attaches to the back of a starfighter for.
Yeah.
It's like that, but your head attaches to the front of the spaceship, so you're basically just like a spaceship with like a head on the front of it, like a Viking dragon on a longboat. It's just dead weird. It's just like a floaty head, but it's all right. It's only I think it's $8.99 on Steam right now.
The thing that keeps on going through my head right now is with something that Nicole said. It was you can dance if you want to, and I've been racking my brains, and that was Men Without Hats from the 80s.
Yes. Safety dance.
Yeah, safety dance, guys. Yeah, very good.
The
that
best
was a good
music video in the world ever.
Safety dance, Men Without Hats.
Yeah, look the video up on YouTube.
I have it here. I'll watch it.
Very weird.
I'm gonna put it on now. Safety dance, Men Without Hats. I'm gonna put the video on as a YouTube preview.
Okay, cool. And Fraser, you've been doing stuff too.
Yes. Well, we're in that time of year now where the sales are coming. So I'm not sure everybody's got access to it, but I mean, pretty much everybody's got Xbox Live anyway. So you've got access to the gold deals, Black Friday deals. And do you have access to those in the UK?
Yep. Bastards, Americans coming over here.
Coming over there with your
Black
low prices.
Friday ideas.
Low prices. So I fired that up last night, and I was like, Titanfall 2's calling us. We might pick that up. But I said to myself, you know what? I've got to rein it in. I can't hammer the credit card or do anything right before Christmas. I've got to keep an eye on it. Anyway, prior to, following on from that, I just went and bought 3 games last night while I was lying in bed. Curse you, easy digital purchasing. And not only that, I bought 2 games I've already played and finished, so I don't know what I was.
What did you buy? What did you buy?
I bought Wolfenstein. The 2 Wolfenstein.
That's annoying, Nicole. Wolfenstein.
Wolfenstein.
That's how you say it.
Wolfenstein.
That's how you say it. Yes, that's exactly.
What if you're a German pirate?
Das eine Jumper Wolfenstein.
That's a very small niche.
Extremely small.
So I fancied that. The reason I bought Wolfenstein was because even though the gameplay itself on the PC, which I had it on, was fine, it actually any of the cutscenes were janky as bollocks. And I haven't got my gaming PC hooked up anymore, so I thought I want to play it. it was like $8, so I bought it.
Yeah, what the hell?
And I bought the Old Blood as well, and I'll never play them. I don't know why I bought them. Stupid. But I did buy a game I haven't played before, which was Trials of the Blood Dragon.
Ooh,
Interesting.
I've got it to play. I only played the trial of it, and I must play the trial of the real trial.
Yeah,
Trials.
so this is Trials dipped in Blood Dragon. So anybody, and lots of people should be playing Blood Dragon right now because it's free with Xbox Live if they haven't played it. So if you have played it, you would know that it's all this over-the-top 80s neon, over-the-top violence and RoboCop-y Terminator sort of stuff. It's just, you know.
No! Hold on. Am I thinking about the one that was free this month? What is the? Is this the one? This is one of the remote control cars in it with the two kids.
Yeah.
No.
What was free this month was Far Cry.
Far
Blood
Cry
Dragon.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And I
Yes.
have
Sorry.
bought Trials
It's
of the Blood Dragon.
Freaking awesome!
Which it is. It is. I know. I bought it, and I bought it, and I was like, why have I bought this? I mean, Trials just drives me nuts. I like Trials, but I play it to the point where I just want to just commit seppuku. Right? It just drives me insane. So I was thinking, why have I bought this? But actually, I fired it up, and I was a little bit like, you know, the all this 80s neon stuff, and, you know, it's the 4th Vietnam War, and I just wanted to kill people and whatever. I was like, okay. And then I did a first couple of like trials courses, and I thought, okay, well, it's pretty much the same thing. I'm not sure what else I'm getting here. But then it suddenly throws you into a running.
Oh, it's psychedelic, man.
Yeah.
Have you got the psychedelic bit yet? No.
Not yet. I don't think. No.
It's class.
If it can get any more psychedelic, I would find that hard.
It gets worse.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's one level, and I've been playing one level this afternoon for probably close to 2 hours trying to complete this level without a mistake. Like, I've completed it, but I really want to complete it without a mistake. And what's interesting is it's not driving me insane. Like other normal Trials games, they would drive me insane, but this level doesn't drive me insane because you do a little short stint on the bike.
Yeah.
Then a little short stint with the person on foot, and they've got a gun and they shoot people and you're jumping or whatever. So it's like Trials on legs. And then you do another little short stint on the bike, and then you do another short stint on the legs. And it just, for some reason, it doesn't have that level of repetitiveness driving me insane. Do you know what I mean?
There is another possibility, Fraser, that maybe you already are insane. Maybe you've passed the point of no return and you don't notice.
My wife absolutely thinks I'm bonkers. She just she's getting ready to go out. We're going out for whoever she's having an affair with. And she's just watching me while she's getting dressed. She's not around, is she? Right? She's wearing a leather dress to go out tonight. She's got some fancy dinner. I'm like, that's well too racy to go out with without me. But anyway, that was 30 seconds I talked to her. The rest of the time, I'm just engrossed in this Trials of the Blood Dragon. She's looking at me like, what have I married here?
She can see the video of me right now. My chin is on the floor. My chin is on the floor at the moment. The video is on right anyway. Wow. Cool. I'm so happy that you've got a spunky wife. It's brilliant.
So, yeah, I don't know. So, anyway, moving on from my wife with the leather dress.
I can't get past
Trials of the Blood Dragon is very good. I'm getting hot in my jumper now. I need to take off my jumper. Right, Nicole? So this is very good for, like, again, you know, like a bargain price of what? I think it was $11-12 or something like that. Brilliant. I'm totally happy with that purchase. So I'm pleased as punch.
Yeah, play that.
I think I'm gonna weaken and buy Titanfall 2. I'm hearing too many good things about it. So I'll probably pick that up in a couple of days. I've also been going retro and playing Halo 3. Why? Because I started thinking about Halo 3, and I suddenly realized, oh God,
my favorite Halo, so good.
That was it. Yeah, that's exactly it. I was thinking about it. I was like, God, that game was so good. And you know what I was really jonesing for? The tank level. I was like, I just want to play the level with the tanks.
Big tanks.
Oh my God.
It was a good game though. That was my favorite one.
so good. So I've been playing that. It's great. I mean, what more can you say?
No, it's bloody brilliant that we can now go back to games, and I'll get to this too. Go back to games that are 10 years old or 8 years old now, and you can ignore that the graphics aren't fan-friggin-tastic, but they're still really good.
If
and
they're
you can
good,
still
they're
get the
good.
enjoyment of it. Yeah, you can still get the enjoyment of the game.
And if the backwards, this is the beauty of the Xbox and where they are killing it is this backwards compatibility.
Yep.
It's not. Look, I have all these games downstairs. I have an Xbox 360. I have a stack of Xbox 360's games on my shelf downstairs. But am I going to put them into, fire it up and put them in? No, that is not going to happen. But, am I going to sit there and just go, I fancy playing some Halo 3, and I know I've got it there ready to go? It's just great, isn't it? It doesn't have to be remastered, but it has to work. And here's the other thing. I played Gears of War 2 yesterday for a bit.
Oh, chainsaw.
Janky.
Was it janky?
Yeah, really janky to the point of almost unplayable. I was like, no, I'm not. This is not good. So, I wonder whether just that backwards compatibility is just not working quite right for that title. It's possible. So there you go. But anyway,
very good.
I've been really sort of. Oh yeah, and then going back in time again. I started playing Minecraft last night. I was like, you know what? I think. Oh, that's what it was. I was looking through the achievements, and somewhere, do you remember when Minecraft first came out on the Xbox? There were like 200 achievement points.
Yeah.
Right? Now there's 1,300 or 1,600 achievement points. I haven't got any of them. And
Stan has them all.
Stan doesn't even have that. Well, he might have a few, but... Sorry, Rich?
I said that needs to be remedied.
It does need to be remedied. Well, that's what I thought. I thought this needs to be remedied. So I'm going to start off in a survival because, of course, if you play in creative, you nullify all the achievements. So I thought I'll start off in creative and I'll play for a while and just see if I get back into it. And I remember it's nice and relaxing to play Minecraft, etc., etc. Anyway, so I started off a survival world. Started gathering some wood, and I built a pickaxe, and then I started getting some stone, and I built a stone hatchet, and then I started getting more wood, and I was like, okay, better just make sure I get that house built before it gets dark. Oops, I'm dead. I've been killed by a creeper, a skeleton, couldn't retrieve my stuff. It was just carnage. It was a bloodbath of me versus the elements, and I turned it off in frustration. The end.
Yeah,
and
but it's nice.
You build a house into the dirt. Just
Yes.
make a door, turn around, go walk in a couple of squares, hold onto the dirt, turn around, and put a block down so nobody can get in, and just carve you out a little area. Then go back the next day.
I know. I had this. I told my children while I was sitting having dinner with them tonight. It's like, I played a bit of Minecraft last night. Oh, I'll tell you what. They are all ready to guide me through. They have just...
so annoying. They're bloody annoying, aren't they?
Yeah, they're expert. Absolutely.
Do this, do that, do this, do that.
So,
yeah, modify this, modify that. They don't care about achievements.
But I mean, the funny thing is, it's not as though am I a Minecraft noob? I'm pretty sure I've got about 400 hours in the game.
Yeah. Yeah, it just keeps on giving, and they keep on adding. And the kids are playing all these new additions to it. There's a whole pile of like fighting editions. They play and giggle away like mad.
There's that, and yeah, because my son's playing with your son, I think sometimes. And I went downstairs the other day, and there's got these beacons, these shafts of light flying in, fireworks. I've spawned yesterday. There's a donkey next to me. I've never seen a donkey in Minecraft before, so I am well behind the 8 ball on that one. So
Yeah, you are.
I am, aren't I?
Yeah,
All
because
right.
have you seen the China? You can have China
it's
now.
nice.
China.
It's beautiful.
China.
It's beautiful. Oh God.
China.
It's Chinese mythology pack, okay? You guys are.
They're taking our
Do they wear
jobs.
jumpers?
China.
No, I'm gonna quit.
No, you're not.
Taking our jobs.
You're not. You love us too much. You're not gonna go.
Better be damn lucky I do.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Fraser. This week I finished my run of Extra Life. So on my Extra Life run, I intended to 1000G Forza Horizon 3, and it didn't happen. I did play 24 hours, but it didn't happen. But I wanted to do what I said I was going to do. So over the last week, since last show, I have completed Forza Horizon 3 2000G and put in probably another 20 hours into it.
Okay.
123 hours.
What was was there like over that so another 20 hours plus the 24 hours you did it?
Yeah.
That's 48 hours. Like, how many achievements are like, is that a good amount of achievements spread over that 48 hours? Or are there some beauties in there which ate like 10 hours apiece?
Yeah. There was only, when I started Extra Life, I only had about 5 achievements left.
8 hours per achievement.
Yeah, pretty much. So that was like every championship.
They shouldn't have called it Extra Life. They should have called it Get a Life.
And I thought I had it all done, and I cheered, and I was streaming it, and I thought, yeah, this is the last one. And then, well, what the hell? What, 980? What? And then I realized that you had to get all the PR stunts to 3 stars, get all the drift zones to 3 stars, get all the speed zones to 3, break all of those to 3, do all of that as well. And I left that left. And yeah, but it's done. And I've been in therapy for the last few days and trying to get over it. And I have to admit,
surprised.
It kind of wiped me out for a day or two there. I ended up putting the Xbox on after work and looking through the games and we're going, I don't know what I'm going to play. And now I'm just going to watch something. So I think I had 2 or 3 nights of just watching TV stuff. And yeah. That was rough. Now I'm enjoying. I'm saying that the TV stuff's been really good, like Westworld and stuff like that there, and Luke Cage. But I was about halfway through Dead Space, and I'd left it for a whole pile of other stuff. So that's what got me back to gaming again. And I know Dead Space is 10 years old now, and it's exactly one of those ones. Man, I love Dead Space 2. I'd missed out Dead Space, the first one. It was before me. And I finished it. I finished it a couple of hours ago. And that game is epic. And
Nice fun.
Tension builder. Even playing it on kind of an easy mode, it was still, parts of it was bloody hard. And just fantastic. Just even the end of it. I just loved the big monster and the way it builds the tension and that music and the way you hear your heartbeat getting faster as the things are coming to get you. And it plays well. It still looks all right. Wow, just great. I'd love to hope Dead Space 2 comes backwards compatibility, because that's one of the ones I would love to have a go at it again. So
yeah, get going on that one, Robin, because I fell off that horse. There's one bit where it shoots you into some sort of gravity area where it's a boss fight where it's circular spinning in anti-gravity or something. I don't know. I just remember.
It's like a big tumble dryer. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I couldn't do that, and I just quit.
Stick it on the noob mode and away you go. But even on noob mode, it's there's some parts of it were pretty hard, especially towards the end. There is a nice little cheat, which I discovered last night, which helped me get to the end, where if you pause it, and I think if you press X, Y, X, X, Y, it and then just restart again. Your thing that you can fire and freeze things. You fire your ability and it freezes things for a few seconds.
Right.
Well, it recharges stasis. It recharges that stasis mode rather than having to find the things, and that was very useful. That was a very nice little cheat. What the hell? I'm not proud.
Oh, I'm always up for a good cheat.
I enjoyed the story, and that's what I was there for. And the story was pretty wacky and out there, and it's kind of cool. And it tackles some pretty rough stuff. The whole storyline of this religion, which is Tom Cruise's religion, really, in space, and then there's a suicide thing in it. No, it's pretty gruesome, but it's really good. And the other thing that I've got really, really into this week and really had so much fun with the kids with is Exploding Kittens. And I know this is not a video game, so it's a card game. I was in Forbidden Planet, the local sort of nerd shop, all things nerdy, posters and collectibles and comics. And I had heard that other boy over on The midlife gamer, he's changed. Damn, he's all board
Darren,
games.
he's totally board games now, isn't
God almighty, he is. When he gets into something, he goes like
he?
a
Does,
%, a million
It's
%.
board games now. What else is he? Tanks,
Yeah.
pinball.
Trains. So like he had mentioned this thing called Exploding Kittens and said it was quick and fun and good. And it's just a basic little card game, small pack, 54 cards, and very, very easy to learn. And so much fun, so much giggles we've had tonight sitting around the kitchen table playing. Each game only takes maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and it's just a giggle, absolute laugh. I picked it up for about 10 quid, and yeah, it's fun. I don't think I'll be a big board game player, but being able to have some fun with the kids, not in front of a screen, was kind of good.
Nice.
So there you go. So something old, something new, something borrowed, and something blue. They're all this week from Gears.
Yeah, I'm putting.
and
I'm gonna. I take on board your what you've been doing. I'm gonna grab a copy of that Exploding Kittens.
Get some Exploding Kittens. Stan would love it. Yeah, you can play it from 2 to 5 players. And you literally, one of the young lads that we had here today who is just turned 8, he picked it up, straight away. One hand, helped him with the cards. Next time he was being sneaky. So the whole sort of concept of it, there's cards which are exploding kittens, and if you draw a card which is an exploding kitten, you're out unless you have a defensive card. And you start off with one defensive card, and if you don't have it, but there's a whole pile of things that you can. A card that says "Look into the future," so you can see the top 3 cards secretly by yourself, so you know that you don't want the next card, so you can skip a go, or there's another card which you can shuffle the deck so you don't get it and stuff like that. It's brilliant, really clever, very, very original, and very, very easy to pick up. But it's like a lot of good games that easy to learn and hard to master. So very good. Anyway, so there's some games we've been playing.
Cool.
This week it is funny old gaming week time. It's sort of some weird, wonderful stuff. Nothing really odd. Lots of the big stuff has happened with the PS Pro and stuff like that has come out now, and all the other bits and pieces. So I've just picked out some random bits and pieces. I know we mentioned this before, but there's been a voice actors strike. And the voice actors have been complaining about the money they get in their conditions. And there's actually been a strike that's been going on for, it's now into its 2nd month. And there was 450, I don't know if they were all voice actors, they picketed the Ratchet and Clank offices and were demanding that the powers that be negotiate with them. Now, seemingly the negotiations have been going on for about a year and a half. That they are not really getting a good hearing right now. But they've picketed like EA and Warner Brothers and VoiceWorks and a whole pile of other places. So what do you think? I mean, we mentioned this before. That they should have be unionized and stuff like that there. But I mean, unions like what do you have? Teamsters and stuff like that over there. I mean, is this do they deserve this? Is it that hard on them that they need to have a union? I mean, do they not get paid nicely for this stuff, or what do you?
It's rather difficult to be able to comment when we don't really know what they get paid. I'm into. I don't have a definitive opinion on it, because half of me thinks, like, I don't work I'm not a unionized worker. I firmly believe you get what you earn, and if there's money to be made there, great, make it. If it's not, go make money elsewhere. But at the same time, I'm also enough of a socialist to say, and perhaps a liberal, to say, these people, and a fan of video games too, and seen some extremely impressive voice acting in games, to be able to say these people devote their life to voice acting. Maybe they should be protected a little bit, their craft and whatnot. But I don't know what happens if they put something in place where it's totally unionized, and now your indie developer wants to hire a voice actor to do his game, and he can't because he has to pay minimum $500 an hour for a guy to be in the studio in front of a mic.
Yeah, there must be set rates, because looking into this article, it's saying that this union is demanding an immediate 9% wage increase, an additional compensation of $950 per game. Now, it doesn't sound like a lot of money. $950. If that's like 2 or 3 weeks of.
Oh, sorry. Am I being a complete idiot? It's just a pay rise they want.
Yeah, but that means you'd think that people like who's in everything. Nolan North and those guys, they demand probably their own wage and own set rate. If they want Nolan North, he can say, well, my rate is $5,000 for two days work, sort of thing.
But Nolan North now, he's not just a voice anymore. He's a name you put on the box, right? I mean, he's in a different stratosphere to your box standard voice actors.
Well, good luck to them. Games are better with. Yeah, games are better with good voice acting. And it really does make a difference. I mean, the master of unlocking. I mean, playing a bit of Resident Evil again, but not bad as that.
And what's interesting, I mean, I watched a documentary on some Metal Gear stuff not long ago, and fans of Metal Gear will know that there was, I think his name was Colonel Zero, was in Metal Gear Solid 2, and I think he was in Metal Gear Solid 3. And he's like one of the most prominent voice actors in those couple of games, if not maybe the first one as well. And they went and asked him to come back for 4. And by this point, Metal Gear was a big deal. And he basically told him to get fucked because he just said, no, your wages are way too small. So fair play to him. And he was completely written out of the game.
See, I think my opinion on it, people will be paid what they're worth in the free market. So if you're a very good voice actor and people actually want your service, people will pay for that service. So this is why people like Nolan North and stuff are valued quite highly, because that's what they're worth. If you look at actors, for example, how many shitty actors do shitty movies for shitty wages? Because I've seen plenty of Arachna Shark versus Desert Anaconda 3 nonsense movies on Netflix to know that there's some pretty terrible actors out there.
Yeah.
But I very much doubt people like Tom Hanks have a problem with wages. So what they're essentially trying to do, I think, is they want their job to be much more of a... what's the word I'm looking for?
A recognised profession.
Yeah, a recognised, stable job. But
they're actors.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, the good voice actors will be paid what they're worth. Like, if I'm making a game and I'm spending, $50 million on the next GTA, I'm going to get some fucking pretty good voice actors and I'm going to pay them what they're worth. I mean, my hope would be the guys who voiced Franklin, Michael and Trevor in GTA 5 got paid handsomely because they did a fantastic job. I've not heard anything about that since, so that's what I assume. The other side is, like you said, Fraser, like, maybe that we should have a couple of rules in place just to protect these people from being abused, because part of the problem that they've got is they sign them on as voice actors, but then they say, oh, we want to use your likeness in the game, so they do like animatronics on the face or whatever, computer CGI and stuff to get the face and stuff, but they don't pay extra for that. They just assume that that's what you signed up for. So there's a lot of breaches of contract. I think my personal opinion would be they need better agents, I think.
Yeah, I think as well. I mean, if you wind it back 10 or 15 years, the voice actor was Joe, who used to go out and get the coffee for the rest of the programming team.
Yeah.
And now it's become such a more mainstream thing. There is a bit of a leap there, that it's not just, can you do a voice? We need a voice for this little character. You do it. I think it is becoming a more professional thing. So. Yeah, and you're absolutely right. I think the talent will always rise to the top, and the crud will end up in Home and Away and Neighbours. So that'll be it. Okay. So Black Friday, which is next week, has came to Xbox. Microsoft has started Black Friday early, and it started yesterday, of course, which was Friday, and the initial lineup. Now they will be releasing some more throughout the course of the sale, but they're saying that there's going to be 250 deals in all, and they're spread across.
Oh my god!
Yeah, Xbox One, Xbox 360, and PC. So there's only a selection of them available now. And if you're an Xbox Gold member, you get them a little bit earlier, but in general public, get them on the 22nd.
I'm getting some deja vu on this news.
Yeah, you mentioned that. So, I mean, there is a list of games there. I actually going through and I have this in dollars, so it's not that much different at the moment. Sort of the highlights there in the big games: Battlefield, FIFA, NBA, Forza Horizon, Grand Theft Auto, Inside, Titanfall, Madden, Witcher 3, and Overwatch. They're going now from, well, Battlefield's what, $40, which is about 30 quid, I suppose, for the base pack.
They're doing a Battlefield 1 Titanfall 2 bundle for a good price too.
Yeah, see that too as well. 36 quid for Titanfall 2. $36. So I think that the prices are okay. There's good deals there on Red Dead, but I remember Red Dead when it first came to backwards compatibility was only about 8 quid, 7 quid. $15 is about 10.
Oh yeah, but see the hype train's going, Robin, though.
Yeah, they can put the price up now. Yeah, Fallout 3, again, it's old stuff, but you're going to pick that up for about £3.50 over here. Now, I did pick up 2. I have a wee little bit of Xbox Live currency. I found a £15 gift card, and I had a $5 or so in it. And I picked up Into the Deep. Into the deep blue, in the blue, deep. Yeah,
I looked at that.
Because it was only like 4 quid. And there was another one that I picked up as well. Damn it, I can't remember what the other one was. But it was only a couple of pounds as well. But nothing big has struck me there, and I am in this starting in this mode of my backlog of I'm not going to buy. I think I've already started. It's going to be January. If Titanfall or Gears, which is going to come later on, I think Skyrim is going to appear as well. Before it wraps up. But yeah.
Now Titanfall 2 was on that list. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, Titanfall 2 is $36 at the moment.
Yeah.
But if Gears or the Skyrim, if it got really cheap, I would, because I never finished it, I would buy it again. They're good.
I'm gonna buy Witcher 3 again, I think.
Oh yeah.
Why?
I had it for the PlayStation. Now I want it for the Xbox because I'm on the Xbox more.
Yeah, well, that's one of my ones to complete next year, so that'll be definitely on my list. So there's lots of really, really good deals out there at the moment. So I mean, I went through the whole list last night, and there are some little crackers. Unfortunately, over the last year or so, I've just bought bloody everything that's been out there. So it doesn't is appropriate for me. But if you've missed things like Inside, you can pick them up cheap now. So go do those things.
Yes.
If you want to see the full list, go over to MajorNelson.com and Larry will show you the full list, or do it on your console or PC. Yep. Okay. Valve are in a bit of trouble. They're facing a potential $3 million fine for breaking Australian consumer law for our Australian brothers. So this goes back to the refund for faulty or defective goods, and video games are no exception. Back in March of this year, Valve were found guilty by the Australian courts of breaching Australian consumer law due to its long-running lack of refund policy. So the gist of this is where you could refund a game if you didn't like it, and Steam were saying, no, you can't do that. And in court, Valve are saying their main defense was, well, we officially don't do business in Australia. It's through another agent, and being a bit sneaky about it all. And the courts have not agreed with them. And it looks like that they could be fined $3 million for this. So it's a bit nasty. It's not nice. And the good old Australians are taking them to task. So, yeah.
Okay, help me understand this. Their policy is to not refund any games, period, right?
Yeah.
It used to be.
Okay, but you're allowed to purchase a game in Australia, and if you don't like it, get a refund?
No, well, you never used to be able to get refunds on Valve games. So I guess the Australians are saying, hang on, this is not right. You've broken policy with our sales laws, so we're going to take you to court. Valve are trying to say, well, we don't actually officially sell in Australia. The way the Australians are buying is they're just basically using a false American address probably, or a credit card or whatever, or PayPal. And they're trying to get around it that way, but the Australians are going, bugger you, mate. We're going to get you.
Yeah, I'm going to put you on the barbie.
Yeah, like a snag.
I don't find that very fair. And if you buy a game and you don't like it after you've played it for 20 hours, that's on you.
Yeah. Well, I think
Steam has
it's 2 hour. It's a 2 hour limit.
Okay.
For most games.
The argument from the plaintiffs is that if a game is defective, they couldn't return it. They can now.
Oh yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Well, if it's defective, that's a completely different animal. If it's defective, you should be able to return it.
But back then, Steam didn't give any refunds for any reason.
Well, how old is this stupid
They did it in 2014. They did it, and they're still going now because it happened back then. Even though they've changed their policy since, they're still getting sued because of years ago.
Oh, I get it, because court takes freaking forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So their original defense was, look, you Aussie cunts, we're in Seattle. You just buy off us. We don't trade in Australia. But the Australian court, as they would, said, now you fucking bastard. That's a really bad Australian. They said no and took him to court.
Sounded like it was Indian.
I know, fucking get inside his dickhole.
That's better.
Yeah, so that's what's happening. So basically, people in Australia were whining because they couldn't get a refund for a broken game. Valve said, "Hey, we're on Seattle. We just don't block Australian people from buying our shit." So yeah, that's basically it. Which I could understand, but I don't know. Defective games. There's not really been many of them. Patches.
Yeah. Well, maybe it's that old Fight Club thing. Maybe the refunds would have been more than 3 million. But I don't know. Wouldn't think it. I don't know.
At this point, they should just settle now because Valve made £3 million in the time we started this news topic. So
probably.
Just
probably.
Well, I'm sure Valve, like anybody, doesn't want to just write checks for £3 million without putting up a little bit of a fight. I mean, but I'm certainly, I think it's good. Valve have done very well off the wild frontier of the internet. And, I've used their return policy before. I bought one of these Lego games. What's the open world Lego game they had or whatever? And it did not run well. It was janky as you like. Lego Worlds, yeah. And it ran janky as you liked. I played it for maybe an hour, if that. And you know what? I was not prepared to keep that. And now if I hadn't been able to, get a refund, if it would have been a couple of years before, I would have been pissed. So, they put some more. Good on you Aussie bastards.
Do you have a receipt for that jumper?
Somewhere.
So it's that time of year, and it's the 2016 Game Award nominees have been released. And the Game Awards show takes place on the 1st of December. And the nominations for Game of the Year, there's so many different categories. There's probably a category for Game with the Best Cat. There's ridiculous game awards for the best personality and media streaming reporters. It's ridiculous. But anyway, the main nominations this year, who you'll vote for as Game of the Year, will be Doom from Bethesda, ID Software, Inside from Playdead, Overwatch from Blizzard, Titanfall 2 from Respawn, and Uncharted 4: A Thief's End from Naughty Dog. I'm almost surprised Battlefield didn't get a nomination, but maybe it was after the cutoff date. But then again, Titanfall 2 is in there as well. Is there anything off that list that you would have expected to be in there for Game of the Year? Because it's going to be one of those 5 games.
Look, Uncharted 4 is going to win it, probably. That game is just insane.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that I liked it.
You see, yeah, hold on now. I call foul on that. You said you were glad to get it finished.
It went on too long. But look, this is one of these things. I will quite happily tell you that I think a game is credit. All hand on heart, credit where credit is due. I can play a game and go, that game is amazing. You know, that same with Forza Horizon 3. Go listen to Game Punchers this week. I said it on that episode. Look, wasn't really my cup of tea.
Is that still going?
That podcast is still going.
Oh, all right, okay.
It
used to be really good.
Used to be. Until this week, and I probably offended every one of my listeners.
Class, can't wait.
Look, I said about Forza Horizon 3 this week. Not really super my cup of tea, but credit where credit's due, that game is amazing. And the same with Uncharted 4. I found it fucking a ball ache grind. Would rather have been sticking pins in my eyes by the end of it. But in all fairness, it was pretty amazing. It looked amazing. It played amazing. The voice acting was amazing. I happen to think it was boring as fuck, right?
It did have these fantastic carts with working wheels in a pirate's cave that had been there for hundreds of years that worked really well.
Think that would look, to be fair, I got to that bit and I was like, wow, that is amazing. So, look, video games are very subjective. I mean, look, Nicole's playing Gears of War campaign for the third time running. I enjoyed the Gears of War campaign. Thought it was good, but am I going to play it for a second or third time? Probably not.
The only thing I can say is fuck 4 of these games, right? Only one game allowed you to collect mini Doom guys. All right.
Doom's just brilliant.
Oh, that's the game. That beats Battlefield for me in terms of just like awesome. It was like Mad Max had sex with Iron Maiden, and that's what came out. So
all right. So do you think
I think Overwatch is gonna just take everything by storm? Y'all don't understand what goes on with Overwatch because y'all don't play it.
See, I like the porn, but I'm not really.
I know
into the
Overwatch is very. Yeah.
Okay,
Overwatch is insanely popular.
I like the porn.
I wonder who votes for these games. Is this done by the general public, or is this done by the hipster insiders? Because if it's the hipster insiders, it will be Inside that wins this.
It's the hipster insiders.
God. Look, none of us mentioned Inside, did we? That game, like everybody jizzing all over that when that came out. It was all right.
Was it as good as Limbo
but that's,
for
you? Yeah.
Was Limbo blowing my tits off?
What? Inside did?
Limbo.
You have tits?
Yes.
Limbo did.
Limbo blew my tits off.
Inside's not going to make my top 5 this year.
I don't know. So again, it depends who's voting on these things.
Played 5 games this year.
As a commercial thing, Uncharted 4, yeah. As deserving with gameplay, I haven't played Titanfall, but Doom definitely get it. Yeah, and again, Overwatch for what the gaming sporting world thinks is probably the best thing since sliced bread in years.
I mean, it's the best porn, but I don't know. I'm not.
So 1st of December, we'll probably have some crappy show on Spike TV and some other weird channel, and it'll either be a good show or it'll fall apart. Anyway,
yeah.
Do you know what this week was? This was the 15th anniversary of the Xbox. Yes. And
Yay.
In a wonderful show of love, Nintendo tweeted out happy anniversary Xbox, and with a lovely happy Mario face on it. And that's lovely. I mean, really, November 15th, 2001, the day the original Xbox came out with a launch lineup and included Halo Combat Evolved. And that was something special 15 years ago. And I've just got some figures here from that just to show this, so the size and the enormity of the reach that it's got over the years. These figures are even hard to describe. What was that? 222 million players. Number of total gaming hours. What's that? What is that? 100? Is that 100 billion?
100 billion.
100 billion total number of multiplayer hours. That's
29 billion.
29 billion. Number of achievements unlocked. 32 billion. Gamer score 572 billion. The highest gamer score, Stallion, how are you? Almost 1.5 million. And number of Xbox Live friendships made, whatever that means, I don't know. But just 15 years, wow, for something that didn't sort of catch on back then, and they wiped it out, and then they got the Xbox 360, and it almost wiped them out. to where they are now. I mean, 4 months in a row has been the top-selling console. There's been a great recovery, and fair play to the Xbox team. This time around, they've over the last 2 years, have really, really done a fine job. And yeah, they deserve a round of applause, I suppose. So 15 years. Happy birthday, Xbox. Oh, anyway, some good news. Ubisoft have an open beta for their forthcoming game Steep. It's ready for everyone to download. So beta meaning demo.
Nice.
Persona 5 has been delayed again. The role-playing game has been pushed back, this time to April 2017. Sorry about that, you weird Japanese-liking people. And on the iOS's and Android's, Super Mario Run comes out on the 15th of December and will cost $15. And that will take on the world. Everybody and their auntie will be playing that on the 15th of December and right over Christmas. And by the middle of January, we'll have forgotten all about it.
No, I was going to say the 16th of December. It'll be uninstalled on 90% of phones.
Yeah.
$15 for a handheld Mario game. Wow.
For a single runner.
Now, it does look interesting. It does look quite cool. You can sort of go back and forward.
But your favourite plumber?
It's my favourite plumber.
It's me, Mario!
You can never get a good plumber.
It's a good impression, then.
Thanks, mate. I've been working on that for 31 years.
I'll tell you, it's better than your Australian.
Yeah, it's better than me, Trump. China.
All right.
China.
Dear. T-Dizzle is what he's called now.
Don't you roll your eyes, Nicole. Saw that.
Well, please.
T-Dizzle. He met the leader of the opposition. He met the leader of the opposition party of the UK this week, which went down really, really badly.
Oh, Jeremy Corbyn cunt. Oh,
no,
God.
no, you're UKIP boy.
Oh, is Bezzy mate Nigel?
Yeah,
Oh, they love it.
and they described him on the American news as the leader of the opposition party.
Really? They've got one seat.
Went down really badly. Anyway, bolting.
Oh, God.
Okay, look, that's about enough of that bloody news. Jason Johnson has sent us some nice trivia in here. You will see on our show notes your name, my lovely fellow presenters, and I'm going to ask you 2 questions and 2 questions only, sent in by Teflon12. So, here we go. In the recently released Pokemon Sun and Moon, which of the 3 starter Pokemon is a fire type? I know you'll know this.
I love that answer. I have no clue. I like Fraser's answer.
Is it Popplio? Is it Litten? Is it Rowlet? And that's not a toaster. Or there isn't a fire type starter.
What?
Do I need to answer? Just
what
do
is it,
A, B, C, or C, or D.
They win.
When? And out of the 3 of yous, one of yous has guessed correctly.
Yes.
Richard. Richard.
Oh, it's Richard.
It's Litten.
Guessed.
Of course it's Litten. It's the
Is
little
a fire
lion.
type. Yeah, there you go.
Little lion fire type. He's cute as fuck.
Oh, goodness me,
The
Pokemon.
fact that you know that scares me.
God, I was just
I
too
know.
old.
Who
We are
could be
just
this good
too-
looking and still enjoy Pokemon? That's the real question here.
All right. Quite topically, who is the voice actress? I wonder if she gets equal pay with the men. Who is the voice actress for the character Ellie in The Last of Us?
Ooh.
Is it Ashley Johnson, Ellen Page, Tara Strong, or Jennifer Hale? The voice actress
idea.
for the character Ellie in The Last of Us. Ashley Johnson, Ellen Page, Tara Strong, or Jennifer Hale. Your answer is no.
I'm guessing. I'm massive.
Me
guess.
too.
I know it's not B.
Yeah, I have no idea who the hell any of those people are.
Ellen
Really?
Page
Really
was in
care.
Inception.
Ellen Page?
Still don't care.
And she was in another game, wasn't she, though?
Juno. She was in Juno, the film.
She was in a shower. There's somebody done a nasty bit in one of the games that you could see her nude in a shower.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
what was it? That other
was that?
David Cage game. or
David
something.
Cage game, yeah. I'm sorry, you're all wrong. It was Ashley Johnson.
Oh.
Sorry. So Rich gets 1 point.
Yes.
So there you go. Thank you, Teflon.
Cheers, Rich.
Rich get
Thanks.
1 point. And
I want to thank my Twitter followers.
Okay, you try to thank for Twitter followers. Why do you want to try
I
and
thank
thank?
them. They've done well.
Why?
I've been getting a couple of unfollows these days, and I have no idea why.
It could be the politics, Richard.
It could be the politics, or it could just be because I keep retweeting Pokemon stuff every now and then, and people are sick of it.
All right. Okay.
I'm not sure which one's worse.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Nicole, would you like to take the new releases, please?
Would I like to take them where?
Vagina.
The fuck windows.
I didn't bring. No, you guys didn't post that. You guys. Or is that really it? There's nothing.
There are no new releases this week. So there you go. Believe it or not.
I
between
know.
the-
November 19th through
between the-
25th is
Yeah, there are
dick.
nothing notable whatsoever on any media for releases on the 19th to the 25th of November. Isn't that ridiculous? Isn't that crazy?
No, it makes sense.
Yeah, but there are bigger ones after that. You've got the Smelly Cat thing, the Lost Guardian. And,
Oh, yeah, Smelly Cat. You know,
Smelly
I know.
Cat. That's coming out, isn't it?
When's that coming out?
It's early December. I think that's the last of the biggies, really, isn't it? So there's not that much. There's a lot of other weird and wonderful stuff. Anyway, you've got monthly freebies this week. The information about your monthly freebies is on PS Plus on Xbox. Go out and find it. We're halfway through the month. You should know it by now. Our OC podcast.
Fuck off.
Our OC podcast club is up, and there's about 100 members in it now. So, and there are posts going up there. So, join that on Xbox. There is a Forza Horizon OC club, and we're in the top 1,000 for that. There's lots of members of it. And Titanfall is still going on too for the OC Podcast Network. So you search for OCPC and play Titanfall 2, soon to be with Fraser. So there you go. Richard, are you available?
Yes.
Would you like to talk some victory achieved?
Yeah, let's do the victory achieved. So for anyone who doesn't know what victory achieved is, basically you finish a game, you get 1 point, you do a tweet, hashtag victory achieved at OC podcast on the OC_podcast, you get a point. We give some money to charity sometimes because we can.
Fuck that shit. That's gone.
That's gone. Right, victories achieved this week. We've got Steffi Business finished Uncharted 4, that horrible grind that's going to not even come close to being as good as Doom in the awards. I think Doom will get a lot of awards because it was like not so obvious. Uncharted is just like, oh, it's another Oscar movie. Here we go again.
Yeah.
Doom was like, I don't know, like Mad Max's, it's like, oh my god, this is actually really good. Pilch Reed, he finished Gears of War Judgment campaign mode. I'd like to get his thoughts on that. Send your emails to at OC_podcast at internet.com. Mr. Miyagi 1984, he finished Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered. You'll have to let us know if the textures were any better and if it's captured soap or whatever his name is was his beer was more gruff. Pilch Reed finished Gears of War and Gears of War. Jesus Christ, Pilch. Gears of War 2. Kano. Caliban.
That is a guy who is not putting in a 40-hour work.
He did it in a really weird order too, because he done Gears of War Judgment, then Gears of War, then 2.
No.
Very weird.
Really weird. Maybe he was doing like
He got the shit out of the way first.
Yeah.
Is it that bad, Judgment?
Oh my god,
no,
that game
it's not.
sucks balls.
It's
awful.
not.
Yes.
It's alright. You play through the story and that's it. You're done.
Which one was
I haven't
Judgment?
played it. It's
Is that the new one?
No, that's the last
new.
one.
No, that's the one before the new one. That's the one they just threw together and blamed Bear for everything.
It was made by those kick dick people.
Yeah, I know.
Kick.
It sucked. It was the worst game ever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ever.
So yeah,
Ever.
Caliban M finished The Vanishing of Ethan Carter. Chinny 1985 finished Dying Light with his friend Marsh. Marcanix finished Ratchet and Clank, who were getting protested. They were getting protested this week.
I wanted to speak to Marcanix about that. I guess maybe.
Why?
That will be on that will be in my top 5.
Really?
Ratchet and Clank.
Had a
That's
disco
beautiful.
game.
The game
It's great.
is great.
I thought it was
It's like it's
it was long.
I put that Ratchet and Clank is like Doom. It does, and it's like a Wolfenstein, right? Does what it's meant to do, does it well. No mucking around, no shoehorned crap in there. Just great weapons, great gameplay, fun all the way through.
And it looked really good too. It looked like a movie. It did. I played it. It was good fun. And it was a budget game.
Yeah. I like the disco gun in the E3 trailer was good. I've got a PlayStation number 4, so I should be able to pick it up.
You should be playing that for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so
and Mr. Bongo finished Dead Space numero uno.
Just a done, freshly finished ode. So just a wee shout out there to Caliburn M, who was the runner-up for the completion chart, and Amras. Amras, your mug and your T-shirt are being printed at the moment, and Caliburn M, there is a nice care package as a runner-up package. It was something extra that I wasn't planning on doing, but it's on its way to you now. Thanks for getting me your addresses, guys.
Debbie does.
Yeah, Caliburn's getting a T-shirt which says, "I was cheated out of mine. Top prize by Putt Putt saves the world."
Pretty much. Pretty much. He'll resent Amras for the rest of his life. He really will. That sneaky son of a bitch.
How does he sleep at night?
Anyway, do you know what? That's been a nice sort of casual sort of show tonight. So nothing terribly exciting, but just nice conversation. But if you want to join the conversation, as we said earlier, every week we broadcast on twitch.tv at OC Podcast at 11 p.m. UK, 3 p.m. West Coast, and 6 p.m. on the East Coast. You can email the show, and we would love to get some emails, at podcast@ocpod.com, or tweet us at OC_podcast. And our ever popular Facebook group is available at fb.ocpod.com. Now, iTunes. I thought today when I was setting up the show notes that I would have a little look at the iTunes reviews. And there are some. We haven't looked at them for about a year.
Wow.
So
no.
And there was what? No, what?
No.
It's been less than a year.
No, I changed the date. The date was on it, and it was almost a year ago. It was actually in October of last year that we read out the last ones.
Really? But yeah, that doesn't mean they weren't checked.
Well, on the 18th of November 2015, there was a review, and it's never been read out.
Yeah, because I'm like, I know I checked it after that, but that was it.
Okay, so I take it this is Caliburn M. This is Caliburn M. He gave us a 5 stars review. It's Caliburn Deather. I assume that is our good friend. So he says he gave us 5 stars. He's been listening since the episode Bongo with Bongo hosting, where there were a few hiccups. So not the best start. A few hiccups. I'm surprised you're still with us. Only joking, Bongo. That and all the episodes I've listened to have been great, with a diverse and fun group of hosts, backed up by a great community. Smiley face. Thank you.
May 2015.
That was November.
It was
November. That was
no,
November.
But your episode with the hiccups was May 2015.
There you go. Then we have Viva la Pedros. Yes, a great gaming podcast. These guys know their games and have a brilliant community. 5 stars, great boobs, hosts. And then Pilch Reed, he said 5 stars, not bad at all, on the 11th of August.
Not bad at all, but I'm going to go back to playing Gears.
But I'm going to go and do my own podcast since then, and I'll become the Parkinson of podcasting. He actually has Matt.
That's the host, not the disease.
Yeah, he actually has Matt from Midlife Gamer. That should be a good laugh, because I'm sure Matt will take over completely there, and we'll get some weird and wonderful stories out of that. So thank you. If you want to leave us an iTunes review, it's been lovely. We will look at them more often, I promise you. So just don't forget, join the OC Podcast Club on Xbox and Forza. And of course, the PlayStation, there is a club there as well. But you know what? If you see a community member on, and even if you're not going to play the same game as them, jump into their chat. It's nice to do that. Jump into their chat and chat on.
No way.
Yeah. Let's get back to old school again. Before friggin'...
You get fucked right off.
Yeah. It's nice. Anyway. Okay. Nicole, do you have anybody you would like to say hello to?
I would actually like to shout out to Mark, who would have been on the show, but couldn't because he couldn't sit for very long because he's hurt his back. So I'd like to shout out to him and hope that he feels better sometime soon because, you know, he's family. And then add my stuff that I forgot to do at the very beginning because, you know, I'd already been drinking. But you can find me on Twitter at OC_Amaryllis. Amaryllis on PS4, and I still will get that thing hooked up one of these days. And Amaranth on Xbox One. Also, if you go to my Twitter page, you can see the Extra Life stuff. I will still accept donations. Extra Life is accepting donations all the way through December 31st. So you can donate as $1 or more, up to you, because every amount helps. Even though the big push for that big day is gone, it does help to keep it going on as long as we can. So just going to throw that out there for anybody that wants to still donate.
I got some more this week. It was lovely. Some people.
I know. I saw a bunch of us got some. So it's still, you know, if anybody wants to donate to any of our group that did Extra Life, please do.
All Nick, right? I'm going to have to admit here, I didn't even know you were doing Extra Life. Are you listed under the Fiji Hub?
Yep.
Are you? Oh, you're that family, the Ranowski family.
Yeah, it's Radowski, but yes.
No. You're thinking about it's a friend of a friend.
Oh, no.
That was the Wolowski brothers, twins.
Yeah, that was
sisters.
Shush.
Yeah, that's not your name.
No, mine is Radowski.
Did I see? I don't remember seeing you on there.
Yep.
So I apologize because I was giving shouts out, but I didn't know you were doing it until an hour ago. So there you go.
That's all right. Now, you can go now, though. I'll let you.
Thanks.
Give us your shout-outs.
I'll give a shout-out to Kim and Greg and Mark, and it's always a shame that we can't have everyone on all the time. But, of course, a shout-out to you three. It's nice to be podcasting with you again. I don't get on as often as I would like, so it's nice to be back. I'll give a shout out to my colleagues at the Game Punchers. We got back on the horse and we got an episode recorded this week. So if you are that way inclined, please go download and have a listen.
They have good intro music.
We do, yeah. Thanks, Rich. Right. And we had a lot of fun this week. It was a good laugh. Probably might offend some people. So if you're sensitive, don't listen. And that's probably about it. So thanks, everyone. Off to you, Rich.
I want to say shout out to all the people that did Extra Life and are continuing to get donations. Fantastic stuff. It's what we like to see. It's a good cause and all that. I want to apologise for the swerve into politics these last 2 months on the old Twitters. I used to just talk about games and now I talk about real life stuff as well. The main driving force behind it was I decided one day that Duke Scath needed an opposition party. So
yeah, unfortunately you're on the same side as him, so that's not much of a fucking opposition.
I'm really not. We disagree on almost everything. But yeah, basically, a lot of the stuff I retweet, if anyone follows me or whatever on the OC and stuff, a lot of the stuff I retweet, I just think it's funny. I'm not doing it because I really believe certain things. Although I am a bit of a conservative, I just think games bring us all together anyway, so it doesn't matter. But you can still call someone a cunt and be the friend. That's how the world works.
It's true.
You know, I can say, Fraser, I can say, you're a cunt for shopping at that shop. But then I'll say, let's jump on Halo, lad. Let's be friends. Hashtag Xbox Life.
I'll shoot you in the head.
Exactly. No, but it's all funny, especially with... Let me just put it this way to you, right? There was a woman... Okay. Right, once upon a time there was a woman, and she worked her entire life, every day of her life, every speech, every moment, every occasion. She was destined to be president of the United States, right? She was bred for it, she lived for it, she drank it, she slept it. The entire media wanted it, the entire liberal army at Hollywood and the MTV wanted it, most of the country wanted it. And yet, despite all that, a fucking game show host with an orange tan won. That's just comedy. I just think that's hilarious. So
And Cher's moving to Canada.
yeah.
Anyway.
Funnily enough, she's not moving to Mexico. I think that's really funny as well. They were all like, "We'll all move to Canada if he wins." All right. What about the South? What's wrong with that? I don't know. It makes me laugh. It's just the whole thing's just hilarious, especially when Nigel Farage's going over there having a beer with him.
It's very surreal.
It's just
very
ridiculous.
surreal.
Oh yeah. No, but just shout out to everyone playing games at the moment. It's been a weird year. But Doom's gonna win, so fuck you all.
Very good. Okay, I want to shout out Greg. Greg is having some time off. He's getting quite elderly now, and he does need a break every few weeks. So we let him do that because they only let him out of the home once a month for a few hours, and his wife wheels him out and takes him somewhere where they have soft yogurt, and he goes out and buys some nice comfy slippers. So Greg, see you next week. Steffi Business, I want to shout out this week. Steffi has taken an active part in the victories achieved and on Twitter and some bants back and forward about different bits and pieces. So I just wanted to give a wee shout out. Steffi, thanks very much. We appreciate the interaction. Dorian, our good friend Dorian, seems to be handling things. He's had a pretty rough time of it, and he seems to be handling things in his way and seems to be getting on fine.
He's flying, isn't he?
And some of the stuff that he's coming out with, I have to say, is quite inspiring. So for a man that's going through what he's going through, keep at it, Dorian. Stay strong, mate. Mark, I hope your back is feeling better soon. It's you're in a bad position there, and
bad back is bad back.
Yeah, he lifted an ambulance, a meat wagon by himself and wrecked himself.
He told me he had a penis reduction.
Oh, whatever.
That's
Yeah.
lying bastard.
Well, I tell you what,
Whatever.
if he didn't have it, he could do with it because again, extra EGX. I'm still not.
No. Just stop right there.
And in the chat tonight, Obligate Failure is in there. I'm not sure if anybody else was in there, but there was a quiet night in there tonight. But what the hell, Obligate? We appreciate you watching, tuning in.
Yes.
Yeah. Look, guys, thank you very much, the three of you, for being here tonight. Rich for spinning the decks, and for Mark, who will edit the podcast after his lunch tomorrow, as he does. He has his Yorkshire pudding, and then he edits the podcast. So thank you very much for that, Mark. This has been the Overseas Connection podcast, and you can get me at Bongo the Seeing pretty much everywhere. I would love to hear from you. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you very much for listening. Have a good, safe, and wonderful gaming week, and we will see you on the Overseas Connection next time around. Thank you.
Ta-da!
We love you all.
China.
Jumper.
Take our jobs. It's gotta be beautiful. Believe me. Believe me.
Stop it. Stop it.
God, the British Trump. That's awful.
Stop it. It's really not fair. Stop it. There you go. He needs to phone up ISIS and go, stop it. Richard Webster. Music is playing. Sheba the puppy.